Hello, the purpose of this tutorial is to set up a VPN failover group when you have two gateways in the head office, aiming to leverage the redundancy of the two gateways for maximum reliability. In our scenario, we have a firewall in branch office with two WAN interface, like you can see in network. Okay, basically port 2 named Virgin Media and WWAN1 is named Air Mobile which utilize 4G SIM card. Uh, this one and this one. In that office we have a single internet connection with a static IP address, so we don't we will not focus on the head office since basically the configuration will be like mirrored for the local office, for the branch office. Let's proceed step by step for convenience. In the first step, we configure the bot tunnel originated for some local gateway, local firewall, but from different WAN interface. Okay, look. Here the configuration for the first tunnel, which originated from one port 2 Virgin Media and terminated at a remote site with IP 37.221.199.118. The VPN configuration is straightforward, so nothing special as a normal VPN connection. We have a listening port, in this case port 2, the local ID which I have chosen as MS mail, serving as identifier for local site. In the local and remote subnet, I haven't specified any subnet because the VPN we have created is a tunnel interface, meaning the subnet will be routed through static route, SD-WAN or a routing protocol. As for the VPN profile, I opted for a standard policy for branch office. I choose this because I prefer that the connection start from branch office to the head office. Therefore, it is advisable to select branch office policy as our official KBRT. In the secondary tunnel, so called Daniel 2, we can see that basically the setup is the same. The remote gateway is the same as the first setup, but the only difference is that the local way, the local gateway start use the different one interface. In this case, it's a W1 number one that is my USB 4G modem. This approach provides a redundancy by establishing VPN connection through distinct WAN interface, ensuring a more reliable failover setup. After creating the two VPN, the XRFM interface are automatically generated and then it will be necessary to assign an IP address to each of them. For check this, just to go in network and you can see, give me 2 seconds. Okay, you can see this blue line near the WAN interface. One is Virgin and one is Air Mobile. As you can see, XRFM number 2 is linked to port Virgin Media. And XFRM 4 is linked to W11 Air Mobile, this one. This is the name of the interface. When they are created, they don't have an assigned address, so we need to assign address to enable packet forwarding, so for setup in property mode. In this case, I addressed my local XFRM number 2 interface with IP 172.16.255.1, and the remote site interface should obviously have the same subnet IP address. So in this case, I have choose 172.16.255.3. this setup is mandatory, because in other case nothing will work, because the router, the firewall will not understand where to forward the packet for the specific subnet. After addressing the both interface, we should create a failover group. So for do this, we should come back on the site-to-site VPN tab and create a failover group. I have already created one, so for save time. So we need to naming this VPN failover, and here we will have all the gateway available. In this case, Daniel 1 and Daniel 2. So I have choose, you can choose the priority, move up and down the gateway. So after that, you can choose mail notification. So if the link go down, you will receive a mail in a notify section. You should have set up a mail. So, and automatic fallback. So in this case, when a link is not available, he swap to another one. After that, we should save, and we have this failover group. In this case, the status is red. It's normal because I still not activated. We click on it, the firewall will pop up a notify to ask us if we have to enable failover group. After enable, the tunnel will start. For now, it's inactive, but after a while, so it should become available. Status is up. I will try to refresh. Indeed, as you can see, tunnel Daniel 1 at the beginning went up. Now again it's red, and tunnel 2 should take over. Indeed, now tunnel 2 is up. We still have to set up the properly routing routing to forward the packet to the right subnet. For do this, we should go in the tab routing. For firewall group, it's better to use, instead of static route, SD-WAN route. But before to set up a proper SD-WAN route, we need to create two gateway for both tunnel, because since we have choose a VPN routed based, we have a two different interface that we use to forward the packet through the right gateway. As you can see here, I called the first link as Daniel link 1 for my colleague Daniel that have this firewall in the remote location, and the gateway it's this one .3 at the end, and the interface it's this one, that basically it's the link that goes through the first interface, so basically port 2, I think, yes, port 2. So it's XFM number 2, if I correctly remember. Yes, it's yes. Here there is the health check setup. In this case, the condition to be respected to this gateway be available is that ping to the remote XFRM interface in the other site will be available. As you can see, this the status of the primary link is red, because the interface that is up is only the secondary, so the one through the W11, so for my 4G modem. Indeed, here you can see the gateway, that is the XFRM interface on the remote site, the gateway that the XFRM interface number 4, if I correctly remember, yes, that is the XFRM interface that is attached to the 4G modem. And as in the other interface, there is a LT check that is set up to ping the remote XFRM interface. As a final step, we should create the SD-WAN route. That is very simple. Just I have already created, so just to add a new one, name, give a name. In this case is all incoming interface, basically all interface that want that packet are originated, source network any, and destination network are these two network. My colleague have two subnet in the remote site. One is this one, and another one is this one. So I have created two objects for the two subnet. So in this way, for every service, but I should also create a different service. But in this case, we forward all the packet for these two remote network through this rule, and here you can decide to choose a bot gateway. In this case, I choose Daniel Link 1 and Daniel Link 2, that basically are the gateway that I have created here. So in this way, when one gateway is not available, is swapped to other one. We can decide also to set up a different priority. So we can give priority to link 2 instead of link 1, and that's it. So up to you decide how to set up this thing, this priority, and that's it. I hope that this tutorial will help you in the setup of this failover group.